The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here this morning. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 59, and the NASDAQ is up 13. S&Ps are up 3.5. Gold contract is up $4.80 at $13.56. We have silver up 4 cents at $20.22. Copper's up a penny, $2.19. We get light sweet crude up 54 cents, $42.24. Bonds, the 10-year note down 5 ticks, 132.18. 30-year bond off 17 ticks, 172.30. King dollar up 37 ticks. You get the euro trade at $1.11. The yen is at 101. And that oil market, Tom, you know, bottom line is that it looks like we get the volatility. Bottom line, oil numbers come out yesterday, goes up for about 5 or 10 minutes, goes south, and this morning it's saying, hey,
it's up again.
I don't know if I want to go south, man.
Gold's up too.
Yeah. Gold's up too.
Market's up.
And they whack gold, yeah. And you know, what we had out here yesterday, folks, is that bottom line, you know, on Tuesday, you went higher, light volume. Well, guess what? When we backed down yesterday, it was light volume too. So the sellers just are not in this market yet. Now, the sellers are in the XLE and they're in the IBB. You know, so those two sectors that you get some selling in.
Maybe gold's going up because the USA is winning so much gold.
I know. How about that, man?
But go ahead.
Seriously. Now let's go to a guy that wins lots of gold in rugby. Our man, Mr. Kevin Hincks.
That rugby action. I wish they showed more of that.
I'm telling you, man. And Kevin Hincks is the guy to talk to about this. Don't forget, folks, every trading day right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Kevin, Scott, Swim Lessons, TD Ameritrade, have a great show. Get it right on your cell phone. Go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. You're going to get a great education in the option market. Kevin Hincks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How's everything going?
Good morning, Kevin.
Hello, Mark.
Yeah. Hey, we want to see we play rugby, man.
You been checking out that rugby action in the Olympics, Kevin?
Of course. Even the women. I've been even checking out the women's rugby.
I've actually, I've caught, and it's just from the time of things, I think, more women matches than the guys.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're awesome.
You're right.
They are. They're so cool.
Because
everything.
of being in the studio, yeah, I've actually caught more of the women's games than the men.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're, you know, sevens rugby, which is different from the 15s that are played normally, right? This is like a hybrid game, the seven.
Okay.
It's a wide open field, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the game that may really catch on in the United States because the games are faster. You know, 7 players, 7-minute half.
Wow.
You know, so it's short, exciting, it's fun. I mean, like I said, I've been playing it since 1980. So
you know what I thought of, Kevin? Because we play hockey, right? And I thought of just how cool the new overtime is when it's 4-on-4. You take one person off, and it's the same exact thing where you just really get people running and juking and some action both ways.
Right. Think about it. 7 guys go on a regular-sized field.
Yeah.
And it's a 7-minute sprint.
It's awesome when they line up and they're all lateraling it, and you just see the stream of them lined up as it's
I've only played
with no equipment.
Right, I know.
With no equipment.
Yeah.
That's right, and I got the nose to prove it.
I'm telling you. You know what's so funny is that, like when we were kids, you know, of course, being from South Boston, everyone really were immigrants. Do you know what I mean? We were only second generation ourselves. So the newer guys coming in, they were always playing it, and we'd be so intrigued, man. Like, we're playing football, and we have equipment on, and then we're looking at these guys, like, killing each other.
I know, right?
You know, it's like, whoa, my God, what is that? We didn't even know what it was. You know, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was like, man.
The best thing I ever did in college was just walk onto a rugby field.
No, I could see that. I could see that.
I went to a couple great rugby kegs. Is it after the game, Kevin? Maybe that's just in college, but they always.
Well, here's what it is. The tradition in rugby is if you host a home game, right? If some team comes to your field, after that game, you are required to host them at a party.
Perfect.
Oh, that's cool.
Perfect.
Tradition that happens after every game. The home team hosts the visiting team at a party, and That's when life gets interesting.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was lucky enough to attend. Exactly. It's
that's
a good
really
time.
cool, man. When you really beat each other up all, and then you
A bunch of great athletes hanging out, and they just
Then you shake hands. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
And a lot of the greatest stories in my life are things I can't repeat from rugby parties.
Makes sense.
I'm sure, man.
Well, what you can repeat is what we're going to be talking about in swim
What's
lessons
going on today? Exactly.
The 3 V's, guys. VIX, volatility, and Vega. That's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to go through all of it.
I'm going to listen to that,
How it
man.
affects the market when it's low and high.
We're always looking at volatility, right? I mean, that's the
Totally.
key to so much success.
Right. And because why? Because that is that mean reverting trade that professional traders can rely on. Right?
Right.
A stock can go up and never come back. A stock or a future can go down and never come back up.
Yes.
But volatility will revert. It stays in a range and it reverts back to its mean. That's what traders can count on. That's why traders love to trade it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's huge.
I never
man.
thought of it that way.
Yeah, and whether you're long or short, the volatility, right?
Right.
That's the name of the
And
game.
it's going to be jumping around. We've seen that.
You ask a professional option trader, what do you got on? What are you long? What do you go? I'm long volatility.
Yeah.
Or I'm short volatility. It's not delta or anything like that. It's volatility.
I know, man.
Because oftentimes you're long volatility with a directional bias.
Right.
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 But that's
Right.
Exactly.
yeah.
Right. I'm more comfortable with
Right.
that.
You can analyze that type of trade better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right here, folks, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Mr. Kevin Hink, Scott Connor, Swim Lessons, TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. It's a beautiful thing. 12 o'clock, folks, right on your cell phone, TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin, thanks so much. We look forward to the show.
Have a great day, guys. Be a rugger hugger.
A rugger hugger. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you get the Dow up 52. We get the Nasdaq up 9. S&Ps are up 3. You actually get inside the Nasdaq, we get a little sell down here. They got a nice little spike, and we're selling it down. We'll see what that's all about. Gold is up 490. We'll see whether that can hold or not. The bottom line is that right now we're going to go over and probably take a look at natural gas, right?
We are, but I just pulled up the Nasdaq since you were mentioning it.
Look at that thing, man.
Everything's visual, right? I mean, we talk about it, and that helps you understand. You know, because I wasn't actually watching the market as much this morning,
right?
So I said, "Oh, is it down?" And let me pull up the chart. Yeah, right. It's definitely down. And I know you're short a couple contracts.
I sold
so that's
them.
nice. We can maybe take a look at that later.
Right.
But yeah, we were going to pull up natural gas, right?
Right.
So we're looking at the first thing I pulled up is natural gas, the binaries. Just to take a quick peek, it's trading at 257 right now.
Okay.
And these are the 11 a.m.s. And I'm just pulling up the chart. When I do the binaries, the first thing, what's nice to understand, and you know it's got some nice action today, is I put it on a chart. These are the 11 a.m.s. Yeah. So I know exactly visually.
Which is sweet, yeah.
You know, like if I was just looking at this chart right here, I wouldn't be able to quickly analyze that at the 259 mark, which is trading at 26 by like 35, and there's a wide market right now because news is coming at us in like 10 minutes. But that it's the perfect level that it was trading at before this morning, right?
I see,
I mean, you see how that matches up, and guess what? You know, the same thing right down here. I'd want to know that 256 is right here. So there's some good options there.
27
in terms of options, no pun intended. You know, but there's some.
It'd be $54 to put both sides on, right?
Which sides are you talking about?
Actually, that's funny.
Tell me your strike prices.
I know. Well,
fill us in on your.
I was looking at the sell and the buy. I was looking at the sell.
Right.
I got to look at the chart first to see what.
No. Oh, okay, you were looking at the same strike price.
Yeah.
The same one. Okay. Well, you have to go different ones, right?
Well, what I was.
You need to buy one.
I guess either way, it would be. Wouldn't it either way?
I don't know. Walk me through where you're at.
Remember, if you do a buy and a sell.
Right. You'd be buying the one above it and selling the one below it.
Right.
Which one? You have multiple options. That's what I'm. How far do you want to go? Do you see what I'm saying?
No, I do. So I'd have to look at the chart. I have to see
where you're anticipating.
Where we're at.
Well, it's trading at 257 right now. So what you'd want to be figuring out is how many pennies can it go up or down?
Right. So let me see this. Okay, so. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have. Oh, I like this. Okay, this has come back to. No, I got the 7. Oh, this is UNG. Okay, 740.
What is this?
UNG is the ETF for it. 760. What I'm trying to do here is. Okay, so now, because what happens is as soon as I put the.
You can bring us along with you.
As soon as I bring the. Okay, so. If we look at natural gas, okay, so, look at all that volume right there, though. Okay, so we had volume on the way down on the 9th.
Okay.
That was 110,000 going into 40,000. That's telling me you can go to 258. Okay, so let's bring that.
258?
Yeah, 258.
That's what I'm saying. I think we're on the different contract because we're at 257 right now.
Yep. So that's important to understand too, folks. Okay.
Well, right away I know we're at 250. Yeah.
So I had the October contract up. So why don't we go back?
We're in September.
Okay.
So we're at 257 right now. We're as low as 255.6 this morning.
Yeah. So I'd be more biased to the downside. That's what that's telling me, that other contract anyway. Okay.
And what if you wanted to buy both sides, right? Isn't that what you were looking at as well? So how far would you be? So, you know, example trade, let's say at 260, you'd be risking 24.
Okay.
So that's like 2.5.
Yeah.
cents down. And then on the downside, we got to get that phone of yours.
Yeah,
we got to. The downside, we could sell a 255 at 80. We'll go through the numbers. That's too complicated to do on the fly. I think we kind of lost people.
Okay.
So why don't you walk through people were you thinking about doing anything? Oh, look, we have a caller. This is perfect.
Let's go to Pete in Sarasota. Hey, Pete, what's going on?
Well, I can hear him.
Hello?
Oh, what's happening, man?
Oh, hi, Tom. Tom, a little upset this morning. I missed, through my own fault, entry into a stock, EXLLF, and it took off on me. And two things I want to ask: why it took off, and two, I'm not going to chase it. So, what is what's a reasonable entry point?
Okay, so you have let's see, it's Exelon Resources, mineral company in Mexico. Revenue is $5.4 million. Okay, so this actually took off a few days ago, right? It's an ABC,
I missed it. I was out of town.
So it's an ABC up, right? Your A point is 27 cents. March 1st. Your B point is $1.11, which gives you. Look at this. As soon as you say it, you get Tigers buying it right now. That's crazy what just happened. Okay, so 27 cents to.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm trying to figure it out for you. Okay, so that's 75 cents, which get you $1.50, and it's extended. So you just got to wait for a pullback, man. You know, that pullback you got to wait for like $1.32 to $1.14.
Oh, okay. Now, I was figuring somewhere in that second gap.
This is pretty wild.
Huh?
This is quite a spike, man.
Yeah, I know, and I'm certainly not going to chase it.
So what's the deal with this company? What's the?
I was looking at it, and it seemed to me that people were buying into it that had some credentials in the metals market, And I says, well, let me look at this thing over here. Well, I guess I waited too long.
Okay. So did you get an email or something on this equity?
Pardon me?
Did you get an email?
Did I get an email on this equity?
Yeah. Did you get an email saying they should buy this because of this, this, and this? Okay.
I forgot what called it to my attention, but I'm always looking at these little stocks all over,
Sure, right. The reason I'm asking is that I was watching the stock yesterday. There was a pump and dump in a huge way in the gold market, and they got it pumped up big time too, man. Do you know what I mean? That's why I'm asking more than anything.
Okay. Well, that's what I was worried about. That I might be,
Well, what you want to do is just wait for that pullback, because that's a good looking equity. There's no doubt about that. They don't take a huge amount of money in, but it's a good looking equity.
Okay.
Okay, you have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I will be coming right back with those gas numbers. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We're coming right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today.
EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow right now is up 68. You get the NASDAQ up 12. S&Ps are up 5. And we'll get these gas numbers for you. But gas looks like it just went from, what, 250 to...
257, right? We were just trading that to 253. Yeah.
To 253. So if we take a look... Let's see. Okay, so they rose 29 BCF.
Billion cubic feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like the median estimate was 24. So
that's
slightly more, which would bring it down, but nothing substantial. Nothing too crazy.
Right. Yeah, and it just depends on how long we stay here, right?
Right.
Meaning, what we're talking about, folks, is that you know, the UNG went to 755, but yet it's at 762 right now.
Yeah, actually, there's already been a bounce.
We can actually bring up the contract.
Yeah. So let's see how low we went. 252.99, so basically right to 253.
Okay.
And we're back up to 255 too.
Yeah.
That's a huge jump in any other context, 2 pennies. But we'll see as it starts to drive negative again.
Right.
I mean, it's not good news. There's more supply no matter what. But like we know in the oil numbers yesterday, there's demand numbers in there as well. There's more than just that top line, and that top line isn't a huge substantial miss.
No. And, you know, you have sellers. That's the bottom line, is that you can see that in the contract that I had brought up. You know, there's substantial sellers in there. So...
Now, sometimes, just since you have it up, you know, in the den, they do, you know, if you're looking for a buy for a pop, you know, there's good opportunities to the upside.
Right.
256 now to the upside, you're getting risking 26 to make 74. You know, almost a 3-to-1 risk reward.
Now, these are still the binaries at 11 o'clock,
These
right?
are. Now, 255 even, you're able to risk 40 to make 100, make 60.
Okay.
So, you know, 2.5 to 1 risk reward. And those can be a nice way to play the trade as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just something to consider. as it continues to fall, though.
Yeah, there's some good.
That's why you're getting good risk rewards.
Right,
you know,
yeah.
I mean,
now this is going to get interesting. So
you've got
folks,
27 minutes until expiration too, so you better be right quick.
Now check this out. This is what's pretty cool. If we go to the ETF structure out of it, right, and what you're going to see is that the UNG yesterday, the high was 785, the low was 762, so 72.82. You get 23 cents. It's an ABC down, which would get you 747, and we've only hit 755 so far. And what I mean, on a 10-minute chart, if you've broken the B point, broke it with volume, good volume too, so your probability, it doesn't mean you're going to get there at 11 o'clock, but it means that that's where this baby wants to go. So energy, let's see what it's doing to the, because the XLE yesterday, that was taking some pretty good heat. ExxonMobil, that was the culprit out here. That came down heavy. Now watch, what's happening with ExxonMobil, you're bouncing with light volume, so that's building cause to get to lower price.
Yeah.
You know? Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's see. So inside the Dow is still pretty strong. Well, it's the stronger indice. Thank you. So inside the Dow, what we have is this: is that the strength is Nike. We'll talk about Macy's. Macy's come out with some numbers.
I couldn't believe it. We were just talking about it. I was saying that the Macy's was the one struggling,
right?
But what did they do? They just beat expectations, right? What are the expectations? They're not that great, though, are they?
This is what they did. They beat expectations. They're going to shut 100 stores.
Right. So there's this fine line of okay.
And then I was listening to the CEO call.
So just to put it in perspective, I was just saying, whoops. That it was just at 46 at March.
Right.
And so it beat the expectations of a $34 company.
Right.
You know, like I'm just putting in.
That's right.
So keep that in perspective.
And so Terry Lundgren, which is the CEO, I heard him on Bloomberg this morning, and so they're shutting 100 stores. That's a big deal.
Yeah, and I'm spinning the negative side of it. It's probably the right move. No matter, they're in a tough business, and they better be cutting and streamlining everything and doing the best.
And listen to this. This is pretty amazing, and this just totally makes sense too. They said, well, what also is really driving? He says, if you get the jeans right, he called them something else, blue jeans, right? Not blue jeans, just jeans in general, right?
I mean, if you get them right.
If you get the right ones that people want in the stores, right? That'll do it. And he says that is what also happened. He says people are buying jeans hand over fist, right?
Cool.
And then today in the Journal also.
I laugh because I think I bought jeans at Macy's in the last 3 to 6 months.
Okay, so listen to this.
I'm probably in those numbers.
I'm definitely in those numbers, right?
You're in a lot of numbers. Go ahead.
And listen, this is amazing. In the Journal today, they had an article about Wall Street, finance Wall Street, right? That the dress code is going business casual from
suits,
and that's been happening for a long time, but down to jeans.
Okay.
That I said, wow, jeans.
Yeah.
And so they had the different cities. That guess what? You come in, they want jeans.
Probably because you look at Silicon Valley and that's super lax. So they're kind of realizing that you don't need to be in a suit and tie when the people
money.
Controlling technology, controlling the world, are working in T-shirts and jeans. You can have a more relaxed, and it probably actually makes more sense to have a more relaxed environment, unless you're probably meeting people. You dress to your clients, I think. That's what a lot of people do. But their clients are probably very rarely dressed in the suit.
That's what the article was about, And they're getting big money for jeans. I mean, that's the other side of it, right? Jeans are not cheap, Sure. I mean, so.
And, it's easy to rationalize spending money on something, but you can wear jeans a lot, too, seriously. So, like, if you have a couple nice pairs, it might be worth it to spend more than the bare minimum on something like that, just because you wear jeans. You could wear the same pair every weekend or something if you're wearing once a weekend, or something.
You save a fortune on dry cleaning, too.
Sure.
You don't dry clean jeans.
Right, no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Now, watch. Kohl's also come out with numbers. So, Kohl's is up 10%. Look at that.
Is it just Kohl's, or do they own a bunch of different?
Let's see. So, family-owned, operated stores.
Yeah, so it looks like it's just Kohl's. I don't see any other big names.
I don't
in there.
think I've ever been in a Kohl's, so I really don't know. Taking a lot of money though.
Yeah.
$19 billion. You know.
Yeah.
Big money. Let's go back over to this. Yeah, so look at that. The natural gas guy. Look at that. Oh my God.
Yeah, there you go.
We should have bought the one you're talking about.
There you go. So I think we had, which was it, 256?
No, it was the one.
I think it might have been. So it was down here when we started it. 255 was the one where you were risking 40 to make 60. 256 was the one you were risking 26 to make 74.
Right.
So right now, you could have been risking 26. You're out of this trade at 51. You double your money if you want to, because it's amazing it did that, and we still have 22 minutes until expiration.
So it goes to show that you got to move these things, too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
As in, that's so much time. If you get the move right, it can happen, but it can pull back.
Right. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. They're buying everything.
Yeah,
they're buying everything, folks.
Right? Quick glance at natural gas. That's still bouncing back.
That's bouncing back. The Dow just went from up 70 to up 102. NASDAQ is up 17. S&Ps are up 8. Bottom line is that you didn't have enough juice on the way down yesterday. It's going to go after these highs once again. So if we go over to the SPY first,
it looks like I'm just seeing news coming over that the Dow average rises 105 points to top of the record set on July 20th, too.
Yeah.
So, boom, headlines everywhere, right?
Totally. That's what we want to look at. Okay, so if we go to the SPY first, you're 218.52. The high thus far is 76. So it wants to test this high from Tuesday once again. And, you know, that the correlation, so the correlation yesterday was this. So watch this, folks. On Tuesday, you had the SPY, the NASDAQ, the small caps all fail in price and volume. And what that specifically means is that you got over last Friday's high, you had lighter volume, and you closed underneath it. Okay, that's just what a failure specifically is. Now, once you get a failure, though, what you need is that if you're going to go down, and you can do failures at the bottom, too, but we're talking one at the top. And if you're going to go down and stay down, you need volume to expand. Well, guess what? It's not even close. Yesterday, what you had is that we came down with 57 million shares, and the 57 million shares was going into 71 million on the way up on Friday. So it's like, okay, that's, you know, percentage-wise, that's a 20 million less.
Sure.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
So this is what we have here. You're going to have another test. Now, you just do the same exercise again. You know, so the exercise today goes like this. The exercise, you take the high, which is the $218.76, 51 million, and you see, hey, is it going to take it out or not?
Yeah.
You know, we're either going to have the volume or not. Now, the cool thing is that each and every time that this happens, the market does release more information, because it's going to be very hard to do less than 51 million shares today. You know what I'm saying? In the S&P on the SPY, because we're already at 12 million. But in fact, if that's what happens, guess what? That'll be a field day, man.
Okay.
You know. Let's go to Tim in Ohio. Hey, Tim, what's going on?
Hey, how's it going out there?
It's going great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good.
Cool.
Pretty good. I'm looking at the CPSI. I've held this for a little while. I was thinking about doubling up, and it broke down pretty seriously a couple days ago. So now I'm wondering whether I should just get out of it or double up.
Okay, so let's take a look at it. It's a computer programming systems, healthcare information technology company. The low is $26. The high is $59. It gaps down in a huge way.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, you get a mess on your hands here.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Okay, so let's see. So you get, if I do a monthly, let me just pull this back. So on a weekly, it's 53 would be the A, 37 is the B. So you get 17 bucks. $16, which would get you, what that's 23 approximately. Let me put this on a monthly.
We going off 42 here? It's like 26.
Okay.
Right? You're taking which?
Yep.
You're taking 16 off the high there?
Yes. So that's 26.
42. Yeah, 26.
Okay, so we made 28 there on the weekly. If we go take a look at the monthly, yeah, I wouldn't be doubling up.
Okay.
Yep. Because what you have here, you broke a pretty intense consolidation here, man. Another way that you can measure this, Tim, is you take the bottom, like, and you know, this is an art, not a science, really. You know what I mean? It traded in the consolidation. The low of that, I'd say, was $40.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't take the high of it, but I could take the 71. It's like, man, it's $31. Well, the way that you do that on a price projection for a longer-term basis, you say that stock can go to $9, man.
Okay.
You know, so sad but true. But guess what? It's better than you know. Now another way that you can do that is that you're already taking the hit, right?
Exactly.
You can put a stop in, man. You know, instead of just saying, okay, get rid of it. Because let me just look at this CPSI.
Yeah, where would be a good stop? That doesn't sound like a bad piece of news there.
Okay, so let's see. So they must have just come out with numbers, right? Because the next
Exactly.
one's on the 27th. I wouldn't give it much, man. I give it like $1.50 or something, and that's it. Well, here, let's see what the low is here. The low is 26. Oh, man. It's like, you know, that'll get tested. So it's like, man, do you really want to give it $24.50? And then that's like another $4. If you have 1,000 shares, it's $4,000. That's not worth it either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd put it, then you could tuck it under, like, 27.82 was the low established last Friday.
Okay.
You could put it on.
That might be Monday.
Monday, thank you. Yeah, Monday. So you could put it under that and just leave it in, man. Don't do any. Just leave it in there, man.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So in case what it won't do is that it won't help you if, in fact, the equity gaps down again. But realistically, what happens is that, you know, it just gapped. If it's going to gap down, it's going to gap down closer to the next earnings number. And if it's still at this place, the next earnings number, man, get out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just looking real quick, I mean, say, you know, I don't even want to mess around with the stop. I mean, what could I actually expect to maybe squeeze out of this thing if I wanted to just exit out of here?
Get out right now. If you're going to get out,
pretty much now.
Your larger risk here is that when you gap down like this.
Yeah.
Let me just bring this back. Stocks normally just don't gap down once.
That's what I'm afraid of.
And so you've done 2 gaps thus far. It gapped down in May of 2016. It gapped down. They like doing 3 gaps for some reason. So that's where the real danger point comes in.
Yeah. My big mistake was I didn't get out on the first gap. That was where my big mistake is. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know it's wicked, man. Here, I've been there, man, and I know, you know, as soon as you said double down, I was, oh, this is dangerous. You know, but I know what you're saying, because what ends up happening is that if you get caught in one of these, folks, you gap down and say, okay, I should get out. I know that, and then you fight yourself, and then you think, you know, you get used to that, and then all of a sudden it gaps again. All of a sudden you say, well, geez, you know, I had 50 grand, now I get 19 or I get 18. You know, who cares about? And it's a head game, man. You know what I mean? But what you do have to do is you have to somehow stop that, because that will kill you.
Exactly.
That will kill you. You know what I mean? It's you know, if people have said they've never been in it, they're, you know. Yeah. God bless them. Okay.
Yeah, get a new plan and stick with it, whatever it is, and that'll make the mental part of it a lot easier. At least that way you have rules that you got to follow, and you're not wondering what to do every morning.
Right.
Definitely. Well, the good news is I only had just kind of an entry position on this thing. I didn't have a full position, so.
Well, that's easier. Then discipline-wise, you just get rid of it, man. So that you do that on a continual basis. You
start fresh. Would you start a position in the stock? Probably not. Right.
And I think that's the best news right there. Is just bail and go to the sidelines and see what happens.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 112. NASDAQ is up 17. S&Ps are up 9. What is intriguing here is that, the Dow got some juice, but the NASDAQ, here, 1 second, let's see. Yeah, so the Dow's up 0.6%. NASDAQ's only up 0.3, which is kind of intriguing.
Yeah. Normally NASDAQ's been crushing it, right?
Yeah, totally. So we got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next. And Basil's going to be doing a workshop, right?
He is, yeah. He's doing a workshop Tuesday night. Time flies,
I heard him doing, hold on, look at natural gas. Oh, my God. That's hilarious. That's pretty amazing, man.
Some big opportunities in that binary market as you could have gotten the way down, you could have gotten the way up if you traded both sides. And still there's 5 minutes until expiration of those 11 a.m.s.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So Basil's doing a workshop, new highs to come.
Okay.
90 minutes, 6 till 7:30, this coming Tuesday night for subscribers to his opening call newsletter, daily newsletter. And you can sign up right now with a free trial right on the front page of TFNN, and you'll gain access to his newsletter, which is really, it's not the traditional newsletter even. He's posting like 8, 10 charts with writing all there, with your trades, analyzing every different chart, every different market, showing you his Chapman Wave setup. Those are all accessed via the TFNN website. You can log in. So you sign up, you gain access to that instantly, and then you'll be able to attend Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday, August 16th.
This coming Tuesday is August 16th. That's crazy.
I think I saw today is Thursday. Yeah, when did kids go back? Wednesday? Today's the first day.
They went back yesterday.
Today's the first day my eyes opened up to school buses on the road. And I said, oh, man.
Yeah, lots of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing.
They were probably there yesterday, too. I just didn't click that I hadn't seen him in so long.
I know.
That was what,
And so in Florida, folks, well, I don't know if in Florida, but Hillsborough and Pinellas, they went back 2 weeks early.
Okay.
Normally, normally but now they're going to get out in May now.
Okay. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah.
So, of course, folks, you stay right there. We got our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up next, growling a problem with you. Then we're going to go to Thinkorswim headquarters, TD Ameritrade. We got our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, who did a great workshop last night.
That was awesome.
That was a fabulous workshop. I was listening to that workshop. A lot of people in that workshop.
That was good.
Dave White, and I'll be back this afternoon, of course. Then we got our man, Mr. Andy Heck.
I'm just going to pull up that number one more time before we jump around. Yeah, 257. Now, this is when it would get dicey, right? You're at 257. You can always take money off the table, which is nice. But don't let this go until the very end, because that's going to dry up, I think, with about a minute left.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And what he means dry up is that there will be no bid and offer.
Yeah.
They take it away, actually, in the Nadex.
There's no, it's because the market maker can't accurately have a market when there's mere seconds left, and it's going to be either 0 or 100, and it's going to basically depend on a few ticks at moments what happens.
Right.
Now, their pricing, I think it averages the last 10 trades or something like that.
It does.
To prevent somebody just from running too
closing. And it might be more than 10.
It might. But it's a good thing for people that, you just can't push one tick over on that value. You need to have a series of trades at averages, so it's a good thing for being in there and getting a fair price.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
And Market-wise, folks, you can expect this volatility to continue because the Dow, bottom line, wanted to take out this high, got above it, I believe. The Nasdaq doesn't have the juice. The small caps don't have any juice either. So you're going to have an exciting day out here, man. There's no doubt about it. Because as you're pushing it to highs, it's like, okay, can it break it?
Where can we go?
Yeah. Can it get topside in a large way? Well, thus far, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. The Dow, 18,606. Oh, so 622 is the high, the intraday high. The closing high is 18,595. You stay right there, folks. And man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Dow's up 110, Nasdaq's up 17, S&Ps are up 850. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.